close and look at the queso cheese and lunchly.
This is molded.
Versus whatever that is. Okay. Drip versus stick. I like my cheese drippy, bro.
That's mold.
I like my cheese drippy, bro.
She must have been jumping,
bro.
She must have been like, yes!
This time last year, Lunchly, the product by KSI, MrBeast and Logan Paul, was absolutely everywhere, but now it's practically disappeared and not one single soul is talking about it. And in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you what happened to Lunchly and where it's disappeared to. I think it's pretty safe to say that the product of Lunchly was very much propped up by controversy. Mainly when it was released, the controversy between KSI and Dantdm that went on for some time that put Lunchly in the limelight. This all started, of course, when Dantdm made a call-out post towards MrBeast KSI and Logan Paul for their product of Lunchly. Reactions between the three owners of Lunchly varied. MrBeast was a lot more calm and reasonable when he ultimately responded to Dantdm, Logan Paul less so, and then it was KSI who ultimately had the big drama with Dantdm, and it was very much one-sided, where KSI was practically tweeting about Dantdm daily and arguing with himself and basically just making as much content and videos out of the situation as he possibly could. But he was talking about Food JJ. He was sponsored, then promoted and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly subbox full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what?
Well, okay then. He was talking about food, not merchandise and toys.
And I'm like, okay, sure. Let's keep moving the goalposts. But okay.
6 hours later.
He's to his audience, so you're wrong.
I mean, he still did it, but sure. If you just type in Dantdm sweets, there's countless of videos of him eating sweets, promoting sweets to his audience, but cool. You know, but again, this was another complaint that I heard a lot. They were like...
Like previously stated, KSI was basically arguing with himself. Dantdm wasn't responding to any of this. KSI was just consistently bringing up what Dantdm had said in tweets, in videos, and it became very obsessive and honestly, at the time, damaged KSI's reputation and how people perceived him. It worked well to promote Lunchly, as Lunchly was the center of discussion, but it wasn't anything positive, and that was one of the gigantic flaws in the whole marketing and presence of Lunchly. Anything that was being posted about Lunchly was inherently negative. It was either to do with this whole Dantdm drama that sparked from Lunchly being shit, or all of the other controversy surrounding Lunchly. No positive hype or talk around Lunchly, so ultimately when this controversy inevitably faded, so would Lunchly.
Sorry. I want to apologize.
Whilst a lot of this Dantdm and KSI drama was going on to do with Lunchly, and Dantdm, like I said, basically wasn't engaging whatsoever.
It was just more as well, like I couldn't be bothered to like fight. Like he loves the whole back and forth. That's what the whole boxing stuff's about. Like I get it, I understand it. But it was funnier to not feed into it because
It's just exhausting.
you just watch it happen. It was fun.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just don't like the fact that this guy came out of nowhere, tweeted at my company, you know, saying like, oh, do better, da da da, when he's a fucking hypocrite himself, and then he just peaced out.
Whilst all of this was going on for Lunchly, things were only getting worse, because one of the only other things that were being spoken about in regards to Lunchly was the claims that Lunchly had mould in it. The most popular people to talk about it was Rosanna Pansino, who demonstrated the mould within one of her Lunchlys that she bought.
Today's date is October 16th, so these are supposed to be good for like another 2 months. This is molded. That's mold. This is not safe, especially like kids that are so young. They may not know what mold looks like, so they might just eat it. I saw a picture circulating about mold, but I didn't know if it was fake or, you know, I just had heard about it, but this is real, you guys.
And there's mold.
Why is there mold in the Lunchly?
Oh my god. It's actually disgusting.
See, I wouldn't usually trust Rosanna Pansino, you know, the person who thought it'd be a good idea to put what she thought could possibly be CP in a YouTube thumbnail, but as you can see on screen, there were several examples of this that people had found out about Lunchly having mold in.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Yo, when she saw that, she must have been jumping,
bro.
She must have been like,
yo,
yes!
Yo, Roseanne.
Yes!
And Barb.
Oh my god!
Bro, going at you guys or at Beast,
you could get so many likes. You could be showered in likes.
It wasn't just the mold accusations that Lunchley were getting hit with. There were also other rumors that were circulating that were putting a bad name on Lunchley that ultimately people like Logan Paul had to respond to.
Alright, this is the best one yet. According to X-Users, various retail stores have recalled Lunchley products due to FDA's concerns. The sign in the tweet reads, due to public health concerns, the FDA has recalled Lunchley products. We will restock as soon as deemed fit for consumption and ship through our warehouses. But that's so weird because FDA recalls are public by law. And as you can see, Lunchley is not on the FDA recall list. So hold up, that means that this sign is fake. Somebody typed up and printed out a 100% lie about Lunchley being recalled, taped it to the fridge, then a picture of it was taken by someone else and posted on social media as if it were real.
But ultimately, regardless of whatever was the truth and what was a lie, Lunchley was getting a really bad reputation, known for having mold in, for being recalled, and all of these other negative things surrounding it. One of the only other things that it was known for that was even slightly positive was a meme that sparked from the release of Lunchley.
Close and look at the queso cheese in Lunchley versus whatever that is. Drip versus stick. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
Ultimately, if your brand is built off of one stupid meme online and a bunch of controversies, as soon as they disappear, so will your product. People won't be interested and people won't be talking about it. But the controversies kept rolling in. Another one that I saw that is personally my favorite to do with Lunchley was the fact that when Logan Paul just had his kid and his partner was in the hospital bed, he decided to promote Lunchley on Prime.
And of course, we have our snacks and our energy drink, none other than the greatest meals in the world. Lunchley, of course, we have the turkey, cheese, and cracker stack. Also the Fiesta Nachos, my personal favorite.
And ultimately, once the controversy, memes, and jokes all dried up, so did Lunchley. Nobody was talking about the product anymore, there was no positive hype around it. It wasn't like a similar product that was also made by KSI Logan Paul, like Prime, that had some positive hype. There was a target demographic that were interested in the product, and it almost had like this global appeal, where this product just simply didn't have that. And all of this was only reinforced and compounded by the fact that the social media accounts for Lunchley very quickly started to slow down for promotion, and that can be said the same for the actual creators of Lunchley. They really stopped promoting their brand. Even when these posts do well, I don't see anybody talking about Lunchley. There is no hype over this product. Nobody is discussing this product whatsoever anymore, even with new releases.
Oh, thank you so much. Chicken dippers, so I can dip them in the barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, I like eating the cheese cubes with the chicken. 270 calories, 18 grams of protein, and the MrBeast exclusive Prime. This is our best meal yet.
Ultimately, one of the only reasons Lunchley was being spoken about in the first place was because of its controversy, memes, and the internet discussion around it. And once that faded, like I've reiterated several times in this video, so did Lunchley. Ultimately, yeah, that's what happened to Lunchley. It faded off into irrelevancy. It's still something that exists, but there's no hype for it, nobody is talking about it. And I wanted to talk about it here because it's been a year since this whole situation went down, and it was actually one of the first situations that I covered on this channel, so I kind of wanted to do a consolidated video on it. I also only realized after like editing and making this video that somebody else had made a extensive video going over Lunchley, but you know, fuck it, who gives a shit. But ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy, please consider leave a like and subscribing and hit the notification bell. Lips of the channel, especially if you do enjoy the content. And what was your thoughts on all of this? Please feel free to leave your thoughts down below, as I will be checking to see what you, the viewer, have to say. But I've been your host Samuel, you've been watching Slot Mule as we cover what happened to Lunchley, and I will catch you in the next YouTube video. Goodbye.